All right, I'm back. So I might cut that whole video out. We'll see. But I just wanted to show people after 2 flights, I did my first real crash on this bad boy, and it is still perfectly just functioning and everything. I just used the sealant foam glue on the parts that cracked. Had a little bit of body damage, but that was it. And overall, it's really clean still. I mean, look underneath. I mean, I was laying in the grass too, which helps. I went in full acro mode today. I did a few power loops. I did some barrel rolls, and then once I lost control, I was just able to switch it right back into angle mode, and the plane would just level itself perfectly. I did have video transmission problem, which really bummed me out because I was really looking forward to FPVing. I was only able to do line of sight flight today. I have to play around with the placement of my video transmitter. I have it on a pigtail, which is nice, so I can kind of play around with it in there and figure out where the best spot of it is. But where I had it today, I had it back here by the Spectrum receiver, and I believe there might be some interference going on because it's right next to the whip antenna. There might be some interference going on between these components and the video transmitter. Sounds crazy, but as soon I had perfect picture, and as soon as I frisbee tossed the wing, which is definitely the way you want to launch it. You do not do this stupid thing in the middle like it says in the instructions and then power it up and try to throw it. That'll just fly right into the ground every time. Do the frisbee toss, rev it up about half throttle, and then maybe even another little touch of throttle and just zing it here to the side, boom. And as soon as you let go, push up on the elevator. Don't really deal with these because it'll level itself, and let it pick up, and it'll just whoo, is right up in the air. 3S battery was a lot of fun. I actually had a lot of flying time off of it. That's when I went full acro. Extremely light and responsive with that third battery pack. You can just coast in this baby too. You can cut the throttle and just float around. But the 4S pack is where it starts to get really interesting. So after the 3S, I went to this 4S Thrust 35C, which is interesting because this actually has a higher C rating. The 3S has a 45C rating, I think. Yeah. But the 4S only has a 35C rating, but it is 4S, and you could, I mean, I instantly could tell the difference. Not so much in the weight of the craft. It's still, I mean, it was just maybe a little bit heavier, but when you hit full throttle, it was like it was a different motor on there. The thing was just screaming, and instantly, I'd say 3S, you're going to get up to about 60 miles an hour. 4S, you can do 90. This is not a joke. You can do 90 miles an hour in this plane. When I hit full throttle, and this was a gigantic field, I covered this thing like it was that. It was really, really awesome. So very highly addicting toy here, or not a toy, V-Wing. And I think tomorrow we're going to do some sunrise or some sunset flying because these LEDs are still kicking and just looking really nice. Fox Ear. I'm also switching to the larger Fox Ear antenna because that could have also been part of my issue. I've read some feedback that the shorty Fox Ear antenna is not that good, where the long one seems to be the way to go. So that's what I did. You can see I did the one crash I did have, I did a 60 mile an hour header right into the ground, but I was in a big muddy field, so anywhere I figured you want to do a header, that'd be good. Of course, my plane did manage to find the one rock in the entire field, and you can see it literally cracked the front end and was splitting apart, but you do some foam, there's special glue, and it's like foam now. It's like it's was never broken. It's stronger than it was before. And my camera was the only casualty. My camera is fine, but the lens, the 2.5 millimeter lens, was shattered. It hit a rock perfectly, and those things are so tough. I've never seen a lens break like that. It was crazy. So a little bummed on that because my FPV's got to wait for this. I'm going to do some more line of flight flying tomorrow, but I did get the new camera lens ordered. $8. IR or IR blocks, Foxier, and not the 2.8 millimeter lens. That is a more narrow field of view. When you're looking at FPV lenses, I want you to consider the 2.5 millimeter lens. That's what my favorite FPV celebrity, Mr. Steele, flies with. It has the wider field of view, more realistic aperture, I believe, and I really think that's the way to go. So that's just my own personal opinion. Everyone's got different preferences that they fly with, but I'm just recommending 2.5 millimeter. A lot of the cameras you buy will be sold with a 2.8 millimeter lens. You can go buy an upgraded 2.5 millimeter lens for less than 10 bucks. So there you go. Thanks for watching Dobes and Drones. I'll be back in a little bit. We're going to fire this up and make sure everything's ready to go for flying tomorrow after we did our repair work. Thanks for watching. Blade Theory Type W. This is available at Horizon Hobby, 2 models. Bind and Fly model, which is what I bought, and I added my own video equipment. It just comes with the receiver, the motor, the plane, everything the other one comes with. But the $300 one, you're going to have an antenna and a video receiver and a camera already installed. You don't get to choose. Pick it up for you. It does come with a 2.5 millimeter lens though, so they do know what they're thinking and doing. All right, so thanks for watching.